So there's this movie out there called Conclave, and it came out in about October. And lately, with the Golden Globes coming up, the award season heading our way, it's been garnering nominations. Now, when I look up Conclave, when I see it, I just think church movie. And usually with these church movies, there's a plot that follows of betrayal, perhaps betrayal, contemplation, stuff about men. And I didn't think much of Conclave, but then this article comes up, it hits my way saying Conclave matches Wicked for most nominations, 11. And I'm like, yo, there's no way it is that good. And then one day, I'm scrolling Peacock, just for giggles. I rarely go on Peacock, but I go on it, and I see that it's streaming. That right there is when the idea to talk about Conclave hit me. So officially, for the Golden Globes, Conclave, if that's its real name, has 6 nominations for Best Drama Picture, Best Drama Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Director. Does the word best even mean anything anymore? Best Screenplay and Best Original Score. Look at all that. That was only 6. Let's hop over to the 11 at the Critics' Choice Awards. And because I've already memed the whole best thing, I'll keep it out of the categories. Picture, Actor, Supporting Actress, Ensemble, Director, Adapted Screenplay, Cinematography, Editing, Costume Design, and Score. And all for what? What is Conclave? I've heard no one talk about it, but apparently high society loves it. Okay, everyone loved it. But all I know about Conclave is that it's a church movie. Is that wrong to say? Religious figures doing things. And so, naturally, the investigation begins.
This video will not exist without the fact that Conclave is streaming on Peacock.
Well, the movie begins with 4 members reciting words in Latin, which is always a fun ride. But then you notice Stanley Tucci from Tucci Gang Inspiration.
That's that guy from the Hunger Games. Transformers The Last Night.
And Barney's dad, John Lithgow, are in the cast as well. And you think, okay, we could be in for a quality time. Anyway, the intro is stylized with cool cuts and scoring, with several members recounting when they were last with the deceased pope, which, for me, was building a brief suspicious whodunit, and this all happens in the first 9 minutes. Is this a murder? Was it natural causes or was it murder? So they got me, but could the allure of suspicion hold me in for that long? Deep down inside, I was thinking, it can't be that good, right? The intro ends with the Pope's dead body rocking back and forth for way longer than it should have, and after the 3rd rock, it was pretty creepy. What I found myself enjoying about Conclave was the main character, Cardinal Lawrence, tried to resign from the church, but the Pope made him stay on board. Along with other members, he's tasked with electing the next Pope, but you can just smell that he's done with it. We meet some more characters, and I started taking mental notes of who was scummy and who seemed genuine. As you would imagine, it's dialogue heavy, so God bless the younger crowd. The movie is also divided into sections. That's a personal cherry on top and always worth highlighting. Now, fun fact, Conclave is rated PG. What movie for adults ever is? I never realized how much I can appreciate a good score, but these past few months I've been giving the meanest ear to them, and Conclave delivers. With how much talking goes on, some of it being in Latin with no bright colors, action bits, romance or comedy to capture you, this does the job, man. The story seemingly spices up 45 minutes in, where day 1 of voting begins and no one achieves the majority vote of, what's it, 72? And a member is sent off to a side quest to confirm if Barney's dad is a scoundrel or not. Me, I'm thinking he is. As the story progresses, it turns out people aren't what they seem, as characters Bellini ravenously wants to be Pope, a far cry from not wanting the papacy. And 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇. If I can find a clip of them saying his name, I'll put it right here, and if not. And 𝙎𝙬𝘾 falling from popular vote due to scandal with a woman. And soon it just becomes a sausage swinging fest where we viewers are being gaslit by some of them into thinking that Cardinal Lawrence wants to be Pope. And all I have to say to that is, too many freaking cardinals. But I see the vision. At this point, I'm reeled in. There's no going back for me. I need to find out who's being truthful, who becomes Pope, and if Lawrence gets his out after all this. By this point in my viewing, I'm 1 hour 27 minutes in out of 2 hours. And I really wanted to leave this character out, but he goes by the name Tedesco. From his second scene, he left the impression on me of racist, pointing out how everyone congregates within their own nationalities. But what really stands out about this doofus is how he speaks Italian. Conclave is largely in English, but this soul bastard speaks to Lawrence in Italian, and it just rubs me the wrong way, as if he feels superior, trying to hone in on his similar blood and excluding everyone else. He's also the person a lot of the cardinals don't wish to see Pope, coincidentally enough, because of his more extreme and old views. You're a little conservative, you know what I'm saying? A little Republican or something. And by the end of the movie, I found myself smiling along with Cardinal Lawrence. I was so invested into him not becoming the Pope, and when several fingers were pointing to that possible outcome, I felt a little grim. But he does not become Pope, and neither do all the questionable scumbags. No, that belongs to another character which I never mentioned thus far. Remember I said there's a member of the church out there going and doing some side quests? Well, one of them was finding out information about Cardinal Benitez, a mystery man who seemingly has come out of nowhere. Long story short, he's cool and legitimate, but the ending throws us a curveball. Poorly rated Google reviews of Conclave state that the movie is woke and a disgrace. Well, the curveball that is thrown at us is the fact that Cardinal Benitez, up until recently in his life, did not know that he had a uterus and ovaries. This was a great, oh snap, is he still going to become Pope after this? But I don't think it's woke at all. He's a dude. He's always been a dude. He never switched his gender. This is not a woman. Anyway, is Conclave that good? We'll start by looking back at some of the nominations. Personally, best ensemble, cinematography, editing, costume design, and score are deserved. Off the bat, I pointed out the casting of Fiennes, Lithgow, and Tucci, but the character Tedesco pissed me off. You can sort of feel for 𝙍𝙬𝘾𝙄𝘼 as he cries midway in, and root for Benitez since he's not part of this Roman group. Their red robes are beautiful, the music itself is a character, and it's just visually appealing. I'm throwing editing in there as well, cause the intro and some other shortcuts I found were pretty nice. But is Conclave that good? Oh shit. I don't see the maximum appeal that many others have. I'm sure Ralph will get an Oscar nomination for this, and I can see how. This is a man facing the burden of the Conclave. He is directing it. He is finding the weasels and trying to pick the best pope in good faith. Conversations are tense, men are power hungry, and he doesn't have all the answers, and doesn't really want to be there neither. So for handling that task, I understand the Best Actor nominations thrown his way so far, but he's not my pick, and as of right now, I don't think I'd be mad if he won, but I'm watching A Complete Unknown later this week, and Timmy is probably going to be my top pick, and I'm still waiting for The Brutalist to come out officially. Conclave is a good movie, but with its 11 and 6 nominations and super high ratings, I don't think I could personally say it's that good. It is a film driven by music and conflict amongst cardinals through a man with one foot out the door, and it excels at it. That's how I'm ending this conversation. Shout out to the Peacock platform, for this video would not exist without it. But let me tell you how when I was watching the movie, some of the background was warping, so I played the movie on my phone, and it wasn't. I don't know, man. Peacock is a weird platform. I remember watching Harry Potter on it, and the quality seemed a little blurry, but when the franchise shifted over to Max, it was pretty damn crisp. Have you seen Conclave? Am I bugging out? I'm definitely going to watch it back without pausing 1,000 times, and give it a normal viewing as it deserves. Maybe it'll be better. Merry Christmas to those that celebrate. Yeah, we got a non-holiday, holiday-themed episode going on here. And I hear Kwanzaa and Hanukkah are right here too, so happy and merry everything. Love what you like, my friends. Protect your energy, and may we see each other at a future conclave.